welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you guys some dinner recipes using this right here, macaroni and cheese boxes. Usually I just make some mac and cheese for my kids for lunches or as like a side, but today I'm going to share with you some awesome recipes you didn't even know that you could make using this. Let's get started. Okay guys, the first thing we're going to be making is this macaroni and cheese cheeseburger. It's kind of like a hamburger helper with some macaroni and cheese in it. So I need 1 pound of ground beef, and then I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of garlic and just give that a good stir. While that is cooking, I'm going to need 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese, and I'm just going to prepare that how the box says. So I'm adding my milk and my cheese that comes in the box, and then I'm just going to give that a good stir together. And of course you can add some butter to it as well. Usually when I make mac and cheese, I like to add milk and butter just to make it a little bit more on the creamy side. Also, some evaporated milk is really good in mac and cheese. Now to my hamburger, I'm going to add 2 cups of cheddar cheese and then 1 can of Rotel, a little bit of garlic powder, and a little bit of onion powder, about a teaspoon to each. And then I'm going to give that a stir, and then I'm also going to add our macaroni and cheese right into our pan with our hamburger. Go ahead and make sure you get all of it out, and then just give that another good stir. Okay, and once that is all stirred together, that is it. You have a wonderful, delicious meal that did not take a lot of time to do. It was super simple, and I love a good cheeseburger macaroni. It's like one of my favorite hamburger helper, meals to have. It's way better than the hamburger helper, y'all. This one is a hit. Next, we're going to be making some macaroni and cheese with some chicken and broccoli in it. So I need 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese. We're just going to prepare that how the box says. So now that my macaroni is done, I have my butter in there, and then I'm going to add, this one I did a little bit of evaporated milk, about 1/3 of a cup. Good, and then I added my cheese. And then I'm just going to stir that together, get that prepared how it says. Okay, and then I have 1 cup of broccoli that I had already steamed, and then I have 1 can of chicken. I also have half a cup of shredded cheese, and I'm just trying to get those big chunks of chicken kind of smushed down so that they're spreading a little bit evenly. This is what it turns out to look like after it's done. You guys, this is really good. I'm not a big fan of canned chicken, but if you want to do some rotisserie chicken, that would be even better. I just did this canned chicken. I needed it out of my pantry, and it was something fast and easy to do, so that's what I did, and it still turned out really good. I love the broccoli in it. Adding some vegetables to the macaroni and cheese is a hit for the kids. Now I'm going to be making this taco macaroni and cheese, so I need 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese, and just like normal, we're just going to cook it up how it says. While that's cooking, I need 1 pound of ground beef, and we're just going to cook that up, and then we're also going to add 1 ounce of taco seasoning. Make sure you do drain off any excess grease. I need 1 can of Rotel, and then do make sure that you get all the juice off of that, and then just give that a really good stir. We're going to add our cheese right into our taco mixture. Okay, and then now we're just going to give that a good stir, getting all of that combined. And this came out to be a little bit on the spicy side, so if you have kids that you're preparing this for, definitely don't do as much taco seasoning. They were definitely saying that it was a little bit on the spicy side, but this is good if you want to top it with like some sour cream and a little bit more cheese on top. This was heavenly. This was such a hit. I really enjoyed this one. So easy to make. It took maybe less than 10 minutes to put together. Now we're going to be making this pizza casserole. This was my kids' favorite one out of all. They loved this one, and you're you're only going to need 1 box of mac and cheese, and I just did the shells. I just thought that that would be a little bit better. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of milk and 4 tablespoons of butter, and I know that seems like a lot of butter, but it definitely helped and it made it like so creamy. I'm also going to add our prepared cheese that came in the packet, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of parsley on top. About a whole teaspoon would be about right. Go ahead and give that a good stir, getting all that milk, cheese, and butter combined properly. Okay, now once all that is combined, we're gonna add a 13-ounce jar of pizza sauce right to it. It doesn't matter what type of pizza sauce, that's just the brand that I prefer. And then I have a 1/2 cup of pepperoni, and you guys can add whatever type of topping that you want. If you want it to just be cheese, that's totally fine too. If you want to add some sausage or some olives, anything would be really good in this. I think some ham would be really good. My kids do like the Canadian bacon. And then I'm going to add about 1 cup of cheese right on top, and then I'm going to put that in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes. Just want to make sure that that cheese is nice and melted. You guys, this was heavenly. It was so good. My kids loved every minute of it, and there were no leftovers, and it was just my kids that finished this off. It was crazy how good this was. This is definitely one of those meals that you can make over and over again, and it's super cheap and very delicious. Okay, the last one I'm going to be making is this tuna casserole. This one was a hit, but maybe not so much if your kids don't like the greens. Also, I'm not a huge fan of tuna. Half of my kids are and half of them aren't. So it just depends if you guys like tuna or not. So I have 2 boxes of mac and cheese that we're going to prepare just how the back of the box says. So I have my evaporated milk, I have our cheese, and then I'm just going to give that a good stir all together. Once it's all stirred together, I have a big can of tuna. If you want to do 2 small cans of tuna, that would be perfect too, just because we have 2 boxes of mac and cheese, so you definitely want to add a little bit more tuna so it'll spread. I have 1/2 cup of cheese and then 1 cup of peas, and I'm just going to give that a good stir together, and you might have to add just like a little bit more milk. This macaroni cheese was like an off-brand, so it isn't as good as the others were, so I had to add some more liquid to it. This is what it turned out to look like after it was done. This was heavenly. I've made tuna casserole in the past, and usually I really do enjoy a good tuna casserole, but this one was so easy to do with the boxed mac and cheese. This was heavenly. For watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed these recipes using macaroni and cheese. If you guys like this content, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, you guys.